Good morning, everyone. It's about 6 a.m. And I'm just making some breakfast. I have a pretty early morning this morning, so this is going to be my pre-workout meal as well. So I'll show you what I typically do basically every morning. This routine hardly ever changes. Here we have it. Breakfast that I have every day. My egg white and spinach omelet with a little salsa. My sprouted grain toast with 2 tablespoons natural peanut butter and some blueberries. Sometimes I'll put banana on if it's leg day or something. And then my protein coffee. Delicious. I just got back from my workout, and every day after I work out, when I do resistance training or any type of like HIIT, I always make a post-workout shake to replenish the glycogen in my muscles and to help the repair and rebuilding process of the muscles. So I mix a quick-acting high glycemic carbohydrate with a protein, and that way I get the glycogen restored to my muscles, and then the protein helps to rebuild and repair the muscles. So I will show you how I make that. So in the shaker cup, I have about 16, I think, ounces of almond milk. And then to that, and it's this stuff, the unsweetened almond breeze almond milk. And then to that, I'm going to add a scoop of my Formula 1. So this is my protein. It's a fast digesting whey protein. So I'm going to add 1 scoop in there. And then I'm also going to add the Ignition, which is a fast-absorbing carbohydrate, and this is to replenish those glycogen stores. So that way my expensive protein doesn't get used to replenish glycogen stores. I'm about a 1/4 scoop of this, and then I do more on leg day or when I'm working larger muscle groups. And that's it. Top goes on, I screw it on, and then I shake it up, and voila. It is 2 o'clock. I still haven't had lunch. I had like my post-workout shake, but that was a while ago, so now I needed something super quick for lunch. So I just heated up one of my bite meals, and it's really nice because they only go in the microwave for 2 minutes, and then you let them sit for 2 minutes, and then you can eat them. So I'm going to have the cranberry ginger salmon with some farro and some broccoli, and it's gonna be delicious. So this is what it looks like. We have the salmon right here, and then steamed broccoli and farro. And the one thing I really like about these is on the side, let's see if I can do some dumping it, they give you all the macros. So it's 400 calories, 15 grams of fat, and that's healthy fat, guys, from the salmon, 34 grams of carbs, and 25 grams of protein, which will put me back into that anabolic fat burning state. All right, it's about 5 o'clock-ish. I just got back from my walk and I'm feeling a little hungry. Haven't had protein in about 3 hours, but I ate a late lunch, so I don't want to eat a ton of food before I have dinner, so I'm gonna make myself a protein shake. So I have my little blender here from Ninja, and I'm going to add to that 4 ounces of my VIP unsweetened almond milk. I think I should get a sponsorship from them. And then to that, I'm gonna add, usually I do about 6 ice cubes. That seems needs to be a good consistency. Woo, or I'll throw them on the floor, one of the two. All right, so I add that. And then I always do like half, or depending on how big your banana is, maybe like a third of a banana. It just makes it a little more creamy. So I do that, because it's a good way to get your fruit. And then I do a scoop of my level 1 German chocolate cake protein powder. All right. And then I do a little bit, like a tablespoon of my natural peanut butter. Forgot a scoop. Ah, I'm back, I got it. Okay, so this scoop, definitely more than a tablespoon, so I only fill it like halfway, because I don't want to put too much in there, but I'm a sucker, I love peanut butter. Okay, so that's about a tablespoon. And then I just screw on the top here. And my blender has like a smoothie setting, which is super nice. But if your blender does not, I've used my sister's blender, which is just like a more basic one. We got this one as a wedding gift, so. But it's a more basic one. And all I did was I pulsed it on high, probably for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes maybe. But I like a thinner consistency for my shakes. If you like it thicker, you can definitely probably pulse it less. You can also add more ice cubes to it. So I'm gonna put this on the blender. When you are all finished, it'll look like this. For assembly, I have the Joseph's flatbread. Sometimes I'll do this with jasmine rice or quinoa or something, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I had jasmine rice made and it was moldy from sitting in my fridge, so today we're gonna use these. They're 100 calories for one wrap, and only 14 grams of carbs. So awesome. All I did was I cut it in half because otherwise it's just like too much bread for me. And then I'm going to start assembling my ingredients. So right here I have the turkey meat that I made, and then I use a 1/4 cup scoop. I'll do 2 of these, so I have a 1/2 cup total, about 4 ounces of protein. So I'm gonna split it amongst the 2.
That's because you're using your heel, and when you're using your heel and then you drop it out, you're putting a lot more weight on it.
Gotcha.
And that's why.
So it's more than I'm used to.
Right. You should have your foot. So.
Finished masterpiece, ta-da! So it is about 8 o'clock at night. This is typically when I have my dinner. That's because I normally have, as you saw earlier, my shake around 5. And this way I stay anabolic, so in that fat burning, muscle building state until about 11 or so, which by that point I'm usually asleep anyway. So this gets me a good push in that direction before I go to bed.